Starting with the name of Allah, who is the most beneficent and the most merciful. Dear students, welcome to the Quick Learn Academy by Arusairam. In this video, we will discuss the chapter-wise most important objective type questions of first year 2024. Dear students, this video is the part 2 of the previous video. तो जिन स्टूडेंट्स ने अपने केमिस्ट्री के एग्ज़ाम में बहुत अच्छे ऑब्जेक्टिव में मार्क्स लेने हैं, फुल मार्क्स लेने हैं, तो वो इन 2 वीडियोस को एटलीस्ट एक बार लाज़मी इनके एमसीक्यूज़ को देख लें, अच्छे से पढ़ लें और ये एमसीक्यूज़ आपको काफ़ी ज़्यादा हेल्प आउट करेंगे आपके कमिंग एग्ज़ाम में। सो लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड। द फर्स्ट एमसीक्यू इज़ आइसोटोप्स डिफ़र इन। आइसोटोप्स की जो प्रॉपर्टीज़ हैं वो डिपेंड करती हैं mass पर. So the option is correct, properties which depend upon the mass. इन प्रॉपर्टीज़ में आइसोटोप्स जो हैं वो डिफ़र करते हैं. सेकेंड इज सिलेक्ट द मोस्ट सुटेबल आंसर फ्रॉम द गिवन वंस इन ईच ऑप्शन. ऑप्शन सी इज करेक्ट. आइसोटोप विद even atomic masses and even atomic number are comparatively abundant. Third is many elements have fractional atomic masses. This is because atomic masses are the average mass of the isotope proportional to the relevant relative abundance. Option D is correct. 4 is a limiting reactant is the one. Limiting reactant वो होता है जो कि give the minimum amount of product under the consideration. Option D is correct. Dear students, ये आपके चैप्टर नंबर 1 के जस्ट 4 MCQs थे जो कि बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट हैं. इनको आप अच्छे से पढ़ लें. नाउ द नेक्स्ट वी विल डिस्कस चैप्टर नंबर 2 MCQs. चैप्टर नंबर 2 इज़ एक्सपेरिमेंटल टेक्निक्स इन केमिस्ट्री और इसके जो हैं वो फर्स्ट MCQ है सॉल्वेंट एक्सट्रैक्शन इन is an equilibrium process and it is controlled by the distribution law. Option C is correct. Second is the comparative rate at which the solute move in the paper chromatography depend upon the RF values of the solute. Option B is correct. Third is direct conversion of solid into vapor is called sublimation. Option B is correct. Next is which of the following compound is purified by the sublimation. Option A is correct, benzoic acid. Dear students, now we will discuss chapter number 3, which is gases. It's most important MCQ, and the first is pressure remaining constant at which temperature the volume of a gas become twice of what is at 0 degree 246 Kelvin. Option C is correct. Next is number of the following will have the same number of molecule in STP standard temperature and pressure. Option A is correct. 11 is if the absolute temperature of a gas is doubled and pressure is reduced to 1/2, the volume of a gas will also be doubled. Option D is correct. 12 is how should the condition be changed to prevent the volume of a given gas from expanding when its mass is increased. Dear students, its option A is correct when temperature is lowered and pressure is increased. Third is the molar volume of CO2 is maximum at 127 degree and 180 m. Option B is correct. 14 is the order of the rate of the diffusion of the gases. Dear students, its option B is correct, which is NH3 has more rate of diffusion as comparative to CO2, and CO2 has more rate of diffusion as compared to SO2, and SO2 will have the more rate of diffusion as compared to Cl2. So the option B is correct. 15 is equal masses of methane and oxygen are mixed in empty container. The fraction of the total pressure exerted by the oxygen is 1/3. Option A is correct. 16 is dear students, 16 MCQ is from the chapter number 4, which is the liquid and solids. London dispersion forces are the only forces present among the molecules of solid iodine. Option C is correct. 17 is acetone and chloroform are soluble in each other due to the intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Option A is correct. Next is NH3 shows maximum boiling point among the hydrates of fifth group due to enhanced electronegative character of nitrogen? Option C is correct. When water freezes at 0 degree, the density decreases due to. Dear students, ये MCQ आपके पास पेपर्स में भी काफ़ी बार आया है, which is the empty spaces present in the structure of ice. Chapter number 5 in the first MCQ is the nature of the positive rays depend upon the nature of the residual gas. Option C is correct. Next is the velocity of photon is independent of the wavelength. Option A is correct. 22 is the wave number of the light emitted by a certain source is 2 into 10 raised to power 6 per meter. The wavelength of this light will be 500 nanometer. Option A is correct. 23 is Bohr model of an atom is contradicted by this MCQ is also repeated. Bohr atomic model is contradicted by the Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. Option C is correct. 24 is also very important. Splitting of spectral lines when atoms are subjected to strong electric field is called a Stark effect. Option B is correct. 25 is in the ground state of an atom, the electron is present in nearest to the nucleus. This is also repeated. And 26 is also very important quantum number for the 2p orbitals are n equal to 2 and l equal to 1. Dear students, now we will discuss the chapter number 6, chemical bonding. It's most important MCQ, and the 27 MCQ is an ionic compound A positive B negative is most likely to be formed when the ionization of A is low and electron affinity of B is high. Option B is correct. 28 is the number of bonds in nitrogen molecule are 1 sigma and 2 pi bond. This is also repeated MCQ. 29 is which of the following statement is not correct regarding the bonding molecular orbitals. Option A is correct. Bonding molecular orbital possesses less energy than atomic orbitals from which they are formed. Option A is correct. 30 is which of the following halides has the highest percentage of ionic character? Hydrogen fluoride. Option C is correct. 31 is which of the following species has unpaired electron in anti-bonding molecular orbitals? N2 negative. Option B is correct. Dear students, now we will discuss the chapter number 7, which is thermochemistry. It's most important MCQs, and the first is let in an endothermic if the endothermic reaction is allowed to take place very rapidly near the temperature of the surrounding air decreases. Option C is correct. In endothermic reaction, the heat content of the product is more than that of reactant. Option A is correct. Calorie equivalent to 4.184 joule. Option C is correct. Next is the change in heat energy of chemical reaction at constant temperature and pressure is called enthalpy change. Option A is correct. Next is for the reaction. The change in enthalpy is called heat of neutralization. Now we will discuss the chapter number 8, most important MCQs, and it's MCQ number 1 is for which system does the equilibrium constant Kc has the unit of concentration? Its option C is correct. 39 is which statement about the following equilibrium is. Dear students, its option A is correct. The value of Kp falls with the rise in temperature. 40 is the pH of 10 raised to power minus 3 mole per decimeter cube of an aqueous solute solution. H2SO4 is 2.7. Chapter number 9 and 42 MCQ is 18 gram glucose is dissolving in 90 gram of water. The relative lowering of vapor pressure equal to 1 over 51. 43 is azeotropic mixture of two liquid boils at the lower temperature than either of them. It's B. It shows positive deviation from the Raoult's law. 44 is डियर स्टूडेंट्स, इसके बाद आप देख लें 44 MCQ आपकी स्क्रीन के ऊपर शो हो रहा है, और उससे आगे नेक्स्ट MCQs भी आप इनको एक बार पढ़ लीजिए. नाउ विल डिस्कस द चैप्टर नंबर 10 which is electrochemistry. It's important MCQs. The cathodic reaction in the electrolysis of dilute H2SO4 with electrodes is platinum electrodes is reduction. Option A is correct. Second is, which of the following statement is not correct about the galvanic cell? Reduction occur at cathode. Next is, stronger the oxidizing agent, greater will be the reduction potential. Next is, if the salt bridge is not used between the two half cells, then this MCQ is very important. Then the potential will reduce to zero or drop to zero. 52 is, if the strip of copper metal is placed in the solution of iron, iron is precipitated out. Option B is correct. Now we'll discuss the last chapter, which is chapter number 11. It's 5 most important MCQs, and the first MCQ is, in the zero order reaction, the rate is independent of the concentration of reactant. Option B is correct. 54 is, if the rate of the equation is present in large excess, then the order of the reaction will be 1. 55 is, the rate of reaction is, it decreases as the reaction proceeds. Option B is correct. 56 is, with increase of 10-degree temperature, the rate of reaction doubles. This increases in the rate of reaction due to the increase in the effective collisions. Option D is correct. 57, which is the last MCQ, it is, the unit of the rate constant is same as that of the rate of reaction in the zero order reaction. This MCQ is also very important. डियर स्टूडेंट्स, ये थे आपकी फुल बुक के मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट MCQs चैप्टर वाइज. आपकी बुक के टोटल 11 चैप्टर्स के 57 MCQs को डिस्कस कर लिया है. आप इन MCQs को थॉरोली रीड करें और अपने एग्ज़ाम के लिए इनको प्रिपेयर कर लें. और इस वीडियो के अलावा ऑब्जेक्टिव की अच्छी तैयारी के लिए आपने इसका पार्ट 1 लाजमी देखना है, जिसमें हमने पास्ट पेपर्स को डिस्कस किया है फ्रॉम 2018 टिल 2023. Inshallah, in the next video, I'll also discuss the most important long questions. So stay connected and stay tuned. I hope you all like my video. If you like my video, then do like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel, which is Quick Learn Academy by Arusairam. And thank you so much for listening.